Everybody, welcome back to the channel. As I told y'all in the last video, the market was going to go lower. And lower it definitely went. Alright, in today's video, we're going to talk about what to expect tomorrow. I'm going to be sharing with y'all another stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list as well. And I'm going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped those stocks of interest in the comment section of last night's video. Before we begin, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in. And also don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, alright? So let's begin right off the bat. Yeah. So today we definitely went lower. I told y'all to watch it for a bounce to the red line, which is right here. I haven't touched this line. And it closed right at it. Right at the end of the day, it touched 397. All right. Now, will it hold? Will that line hold? I I think I think that it's going to break overnight, but it's not going to stay there for too long. All right. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. So, if we look at actually, no, we're just gonna use this. What I think is gonna happen, I think it's going to open up. It's going to go lower and go all the way down to $3,900 before we actually bounce like this. We see something like that, right? And then greedy, extremely greedy short sellers get trapped around like at the low 3900s, right? And then these individuals push the market higher as we move higher throughout the rest of the week. That's what I'm seeing. That's the sensation that I'm getting. Because some stocks are not as low as they're supposed to be structurally. There's some patterns on there, and the stocks are supposed to go low. Yesterday's video, I told y'all to watch. I told y'all to watch Tesla. We gotta look at it. And congratulations to those of you who watched the video and were able to make some money on it. I told y'all watch it for a drop to 800 or lower. It closed the day at exactly 787, and this is pretty much how those contracts did. Like this is how much like the contracts printed. So congrats to anybody who were able to take advantage of that move. It's not quite at 750. I also warned you that tomorrow we might see 750, like Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it's gonna happen Tuesday before we bounce. So when Tesla gets to 760, 750 ish, that's where I think, well, short sellers should not be greedy. Like if you're still holding puts on this one or on anything in the market for that matter, don't get too greedy, because I think that tomorrow we go lower and people should be covering, taking their money off the table before we see a bounce. All right, so that's my reasoning behind the SPY. We actually showed it a video. We did, and the reason why we shorted it because it was, in my opinion, it was just cleaner. It was cleaner. It was a bearish rectangle, and we took the video right here. All right, we took it like at the open at around like $180 for the move downwards. All right, and some people did really well. And where's this thing going to go? Well, as you see on the chart, I think it's going to go a little bit lower towards 160 before buyers step in and we see some type of bounce. All right. Now, that is actually not the stock for this video. The stock for this video was Facebook, actually. Now, Facebook, that one is obviously we're in a bear trend, therefore the direction is gonna be lower at first, right? So definitely watch Facebook for a drop to 190 bucks before we see a rebound. There was a bearish pennant that broke down in the last like 40 minutes right here, right? Therefore, watch it for a drop. You can wait for the very bottom before you take a day trade on the way up, right? Because I think we are Oversold, could it go lower? Yes, but a dead cat bounce is coming. At least I feel it coming. It's right there. It's right around the corner. So watch for it. Watch for a move like this, right? Whether we drop a little bit first before we bounce, or whether we open lower and then we bounce. Watch for that. All right. So that's the stock for this video. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. You'll always have some wonderful questions. The first one that we're going to look at is BMY. And BMY is quite strong. If you're looking for a shorting opportunity, this is not the stock to mess with. It's gonna take your money, especially if you're bearish. As you can see, the stock is pretty much wasting everybody's time. And I made a video about this around like 70 bucks a long time ago, telling you that it was going to chop as it climbs to around $75. It got there and it's just static. It had earnings, didn't do so well, but it recovered and it's right back at the same price. Let's look at the weekly. The weekly is still bullish and the structure on here is still bullish. Eventually it's probably gonna go to like $81, but it's super slow. So this is for people who have a lot of time to just wait. All right. So that's my honest thoughts on BMY. The next one that somebody actually mentioned in the comments that they were short in Snapchat, and I don't blame you. I really don't. Like if you look at Snapchat, the weekly already is just weak. Like it broke down already, right? And if we just take the weekly chart, for example, we're just gonna keep it there. There is a bearish pennant on there that broke down through earnings, but the earnings reaction was not so massive. It turned out to be an option killer where it pretty much stays at the same price and the calls and the puts get annihilated like the day after, like right here. Yeah, right there. So nobody won on that day. It consolidated and now it's ready to go down even lower. $20 would not surprise me at all. There is a gap at 13. That's super aggressive and super greedy as well, but it could happen. $13 could happen for Snapchat. It could. If you are shorting this like throughout the past, let's say 3 days, like consider taking some money off the table as it drops and as it moves in your favor. All right, but the structure is clean. I like it for sure. To at least 20. So that's my honest thoughts on Snapchat. The next one that we're going to look at, I already talked about Tesla, so we're gonna look at AMGN. Yeah. So somebody asked about this one, and the first thing that I see on here is the potential for a reverse-headed shoulders, left shoulder. I got a massive head right here. Then we got the right shoulder, which is not done yet, but the momentum is kind of there. It's trying to recover and fill this gap at 250. If it does, I think it's probably gonna reject again with that event right here. When this symbol is there, I think this is the dividend payout day, and usually when that happens, stocks don't do so well. They tend to like gap down and do a whole lot of nothing before continuing higher. So short term, like probably this week, expect a little bit of a move towards 250. Watch out for that event because it might bring the stock down, and then it's going to resume during the next month of June. So that's pretty much my very honest opinions on the overall market. A lot of investors are panicking right now, rightfully so. All of you are traders. Again, if you're watching this video, hopefully you watch the videos to this is not financial advice. This is just my honest thoughts on what's going to happen tomorrow. These videos are for tomorrow, right? So there you go. That is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe
and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these videos, right? If you if you'd like to be part of our private Discord community, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't added me on social media yet, you can find me at Paul Ngumah and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, you can find some very basic information, step-by-step directions in the description of the video below, step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get set up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks after setting up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Ngumah of PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.